All right, what's going on, everyone? Chris, the Chef Sports Cards here. Welcome to another fun week of breaks. Hope everyone is doing well. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We got eBay breaks. We got some website breaks later tonight. We got a couple website breaks they're about to fill. So thank you all for hanging out with us this evening. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. A bit about us. We've been around for over 7 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you're new to the channel, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings. Look in the description. There's a link. Follow that, and some free cards could show up at your door. And of course, as always, and certainly not a small thing, our little piece of the World Wide Web, chefsportscards.com. We got a bunch of breaks up over there. Pro debut and Bowman Chrome. The one pro debut, pick your team, we're doing later tonight for those who are in that. That's number 192. We'll do that after eBay breaks tonight. We got a Bowman Chrome pick your team. I think there's 2 or 3 teams left. That's it. And we got a bunch of other stuff. We also got in some of the new Leaf Trinity mega boxes. We're going to probably post those tomorrow. It's going to be a super cheap break with some cool stuff in it, but still don't have the checklist yet. So I've had it for a few days, but I'm waiting on the checklist to figure out what we got to, how we're going to do it. So keep an eye out for that too. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, David B. Braves, William D. Orioles, Justin O. Red Sox, Brian Z. Cubs, William R. White Sox, Dana L. Reds, Robert V. Guardians, Kurt D. Rockies, Dana L. Tigers, David B. Royals and Astros, David B. Angels, Dana L. Dodgers, Jeremy J. Brewers, Robert V. Twins, Brian B. Marlins, Dana L. Mets, Josh M. Yankees, Greg B. A's, Michael T. Phillies, Kenneth G. Pirates, Brian Z. Cardinals, Dana L. Padres, Robert V. Giants, Mark F. Mariners, Jeremy J. Rays, Michael T. Rangers, Daryl D. Blue Jays, Chase K. And Nationals, Robert V. Fletch, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you feeling? You feeling all right? You feeling good? Headaches going away and stuff? All right, let's open some pro debut. Good luck, everybody. See if this will actually cut. She got the best of me. How about that Otani fella? Yeah, that kid can play some ball. I think he's going to be good one day. What do you think? Lack of sleep, man. Why aren't you sleeping, bro? Is it the daytime thing? I mean, is it throwing you off? Are your hours screwing you up lately? Yeah, man. I know how you feel, man. I've been a bad sleeper like my whole life, my entire adult life. When I was a teenager, I could sleep like forever. And I get the same way, man. I keep going and going and going, and then I feel horrendous, and just basically till you pass out, Jake DeLeo, Chrome. The hands working here. Come on. Yeah, hours. I would imagine, man, the overnight shift like that. I mean, I know you've been doing it for a while, but yeah, they can screw you up big time, man. What do we got here? Well, Cam Collier for the Reds. Very nice. The Tortugas. For Robert. Yeah, I know. And I missed it. It's funny. I was going to bring that up, Justin. It's funny you said it. I know. I got my email. I even set an alarm for it today to try and remember to buy some. I am so bad with that stuff. With whenever they send out notifications and stuff like that. I literally even set an alarm on my phone, but I don't know. I must have screwed it up because I never heard it. Collier and number 44 of 99. Look at that thing. George Lombard Road to the Show green. That is a shiny card. Did you see how? Did you happen to see how much it was? I was just curious. That's what. And then of course I did try to go on, but it was like 20 after 12, and they were already sold out. Of course, because I was gonna pick up a case. Now it's gonna be like impossible to get at a reasonable price. The one stupid product I tried to get. That's the funny thing about Montgomery Club. Like when I have gone on, it's usually sold out in like 2 minutes anyway. Like you would think there's some, great, like you would think if you're in the Montgomery Club and you pay that money, they would come to you and say, "Do you want a case or do you want no?" They just do exactly the same as they do for the public, and then they sell it out in like 2 minutes. And if you got it, you got it, and if you didn't, you didn't. So it pisses me off. So by the time I went on, it was already gone. Because I'm sure whatever the price was, I am sure the distributors are going to be, Hunter Haas really screwing everyone on. It's going to be ridiculous. I can't even imagine what they're going to charge. Yeah, Cam Collier, just one. You can always rewind on the bottom. The DVR is always on. Lombard Road to the Show. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. My fingers do not want to work tonight. Joe Whitman Chrome. Trying to get the fingers loosen up. So basically, my one and only reason to have Montgomery Club passed me today. Tavera. I mean, they do have the Sapphire stuff too, but it's the same way. Like, if you're not one of the first like 10 people in that gets sold out, it's like impossible to get. $4.39 already, so they probably went for what, $2.99. Ay. For a Kansas City, here's a nice Blake Mitchell. David. $99 of $150. It was funny though that we were talking about that last week, and then I saw the email yesterday or 2 days ago, and was like, "Oh yeah, there it is." Bernal for the Cardinals on the 1 per box X Factor. Dylan Cruz Heroes. $4.39. That's actually a little cheaper than I thought you were going to say, to be honest. But I would assume they were selling them for $2.99 if that's the low price on eBay. That would be my guess. Brandon Winokur for the Twins. You were saying single game performance in baseball history tonight. Why? What's he been doing tonight? I mean, I had the Phillies on, but whenever I'm setting up for breaks, I can't really watch. Dario Laverde for the Angels. For Dana. Old Shohei. Mikey Romero, Chrome for Boston. 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, your 8 million Mets autos. Dominic Keegan for the Rays. It was weird when I was sorting that break. Like, because you get a lot in pro debut. So, like, for those of you who know me and know how I sort and stuff, like, there's always a top loaded card. Even if you don't have like a hit, I'll top load an insert. There's always a top loader and behind the cards in every bag. And so I'll have all the hits or parallels or whatever, and I lay those all down first. And usually with pro debut, you cover about 85% of the teams with hits, usually. And then I did that one, and it was like they were all at one big pile in the center of the table. CJ gave us because of the, 9 autographs he got from the Mets. It's ridiculous. Paul Skeens. Ethan Salas. That's the one guy we haven't found yet. I don't know what. Bowman, we did well with Paul Skeens. We found more than a few. Autos, all kinds of stuff. We've only had a couple numbered parallels. No autos yet. So we're due. AJ Ewan Chrome. Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what. I mean, in general, it has been a Mets heavy product. I mean, there are a lot of Mets hits in general in pro debut, but that one was, a little over the top. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Cole Foster for the Giants and to 150, Devin Saltibon for the Phils. For Kenneth. All right. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Well, we got plenty more pro debut this weekend. We got plenty more Bowman Chrome this weekend. We got some 23 Topps Chrome update. Lots of breaks this weekend. Hopefully, only a couple spots left on website breaks. So make sure you check out the website. We can get those full and broken too. Alrighty. For Seattle, Colt Emerson, nuts. The nuts. Jeremy. I could just get him in a sleeve. Colt Emerson. Baby Acuna's been doing all right for the Mets, huh? Getting a couple hits against the Phillies, of course, which sucks. Sebastian Walcott, chrome. Dylan Cruz, Road to the Show. Ethan Salas, chrome. Walker Jenkins, chrome. Oh, what do we got here? I love these cards. The old future cornerstones going to the Bo Sox. Roman Anthony, 58 of 99 on card. Very nice. Very nice. For Brian. There you go, buddy. Nice set. Ayo Lee and 38 of 50 Kiefer Lord for the Orioles. For Justin. 'Figueroa for the Rangers. 68 of 99 Shim for the Pirates. Jun Seok Shin. Uh, 16 of 150 Welbin Francesa for the Guardians. For Kurt. Cabrera, Ty Floyd, X-Fractor for the Reds. Jackson Churio Heroes. Oh, a big card show this weekend in the Philly area. For anybody's up here, if you're going, I'm sure I'm gonna pop my head out there Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure yet. One of those days. Moises Barataros for the Smokies. Although I've said that like the last 5 and haven't made any. Actually, no, I've kind of gone out of my way to make sure I don't, other than breaking, don't have anything else to do this week. I even said something to my wife that night. I was like, There's a show this weekend. I might go up Saturday or Sunday. She's like, yeah, sure you are. I was like, what? She's like, you said that like the last 5 or 6 and you haven't gone. I'm like, yeah, that's true. you have to you have to want to be in the mood to deal with it's a large crowd and sometimes I'm just like, ugh. I don't want to deal with it. I got other stuff to do. Colin Houck, Chrome. But I think I'll go this week. I'm kind of on a mission. I'll see if I can find a nice Otani auto. Jackson Holiday, Heroes of the Diamond. It's freaking hot in here tonight. Mac Horvath, Chrome. Bryce, what's up, buddy? You back home? You made it back and forth to Disney World and came back to tell us stories of craziness. Cole Carrig. All Disneyed out. Good for you, man. You're a good dad. You did your duty, as all of us dads have to do at some point or another. Kemp Alderman for Miami. For Dana. Well, I'm glad to hear you got back home safe and sound, my friend. Hunter Barco. It's one of those things that I think ensures like that your kids will take their kids one day. You know, you like kind of got to pass it down. Like, all right, I'll suffer this for you, and then you're gonna have to suffer it for your children one day. Not that I have anything against Disney World. You guys know I'm a fan personally, but it can be exhausting. For the Cardinals, Leonardo Bernal, 31 of 50 on the gold mini diamond. For Dana. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll check that out, man. Yeah, the stuff you told me about sounded pretty cool. I was worried about you because I heard about that earthquake. That's why I didn't want to bother you because you were on vacation, but I heard about that earthquake in California and I was like, oh, damn, Bryce is out there with his family. So that's why I sent you a message to make sure, everyone was still intact. I know it wasn't a huge earthquake or anything, but, when you're from Minnesota, not an everyday occurrence. All right, box number 3. Come on, pack. Tough guy pack. Jeez. Dylan Cruz Heroes. I don't know if you were around then, but we had an earthquake here in the Mid Atlantic about, I don't know, what was that, 4 or 6 months ago. And again, compared to California, it was nothing, but for here, it ended up being like a 4.8 or a 4.9, and we don't have earthquakes here. I mean, we have them, but they're very rare and they're very small usually. Rock Roden. But I was actually doing the same thing in my basement. And when it happened, and it didn't shake because I was in my basement, but it sounded like a freight train was coming through my house. And I was like, what in the hell? It lasted for like 15 seconds or something. And then my wife was actually upstairs on our second floor. And she was like, did you feel that? That was an earthquake. I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, I didn't feel anything. I said, it was just loud as hell. Yeah, it was scary. Best seat to feel it. Seth Keener. That's funny. Ah, damn Phillies. They lost tonight. Now they're tied with the Dodgers for best record again. Damn it. Come on, Phillies. You're killing me. Killing me. Drew Hackenberg for the Braves. For William. See, we've talked about this many times, but earthquakes are not nice because there's nowhere to go, you know? Hurricane, tornado. Don't get me wrong, you can get wrapped up in one, but you can try to hide, you know, storm cellars or this or that, or just get out of the way, or but earthquakes, just nowhere to go, man. That scares the hell out of me. Garrett Bauman, Chrome. Oh, they didn't feel it? No. Well, you go to California, you get a little taste of everything. You know, Disney, earthquakes, all 9 yards. Chrome for Boston. Disney and Nicholas shut down. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. So, how many? So, like, when they do this type of trip for Make a Wish, there's multiple families there. Garrett Forster for Pittsburgh. 19 families. I gotcha. I mean, I assume that the Disney trip is a big one. A lot of kids go for it, I'm sure. Justin Crawford. Still, man, that's awesome. Sounded like a lot of fun. How were the kids on the plane? It was their first time, right? You said no one wigging out. Jackson Wiggins for the Cubbies, numbered 119 of 199. For William R. Oh yeah, 101 Carlton. Nice. Very nice. One of the few rare vintage Phillies worth collecting. I have a couple nice Steve Carlton cards. Welbin, Francesa, X Factor. What was the one season? There was one season with Steve Carlton in the 70s where like the team only won like 49 games and he went like 27-3 or something. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm just throwing numbers out there. I know that's not exactly it, but like he had this basically like Cy Young year, and then the team only won like 12 other games all season. Ivan Melendez, the Sod Poodles, which would be the D-backs for David. Yes, he was good back in the day. I've seen him pitch too. Shame he was stuck on such a bad team. They had some good years, don't get me wrong. But in the 70s, things were a little rough. Your girlfriend freaked out a bit on the plane. Was that her first time on a plane, too? Colby Thomas. And, ooh, there you go. For the Rangers. That is a Sebastian Walcott image variation for the Rangers, and it's not numbered, but that is the image variation. These aren't easy to come by. Daryl, there you go, buddy. Nice one. Yeah, that's understandable. It's no matter who's floating what bill, Disney is not cheap. No matter who's floating the bill, they get your money out of you one way or the other. Whatever you think you're going to spend, you're always going to spend more there. The biggest pull? Gosh. I don't know, guys. What's the biggest pull we've had so far? Now, that was pretty. Yeah, we had the Jacob Wilson 1 of 1 fabrics of the game, which are already like impossible to hit as regulars. We got the 1-1. That was the big one. Fabrics of the Future, Jacob Wilson 1 of 1. Plus, we've had a bunch of nice Jackson Cheerios and Wyatt Langfords and all kinds of stuff. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers, 126 of 150. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. That's crazy. Yeah, you want to go? You want to take the kids to Disney? You got to fork it over for that. Especially depends on when you go. You know, God, if you try to go around Christmas, oh, forget about it. It's like it's a small fortune. That's what I would say, man. End of August, beginning of September. Now this is for Florida. I've never been to California. I've only ever been to Florida. But Carlos Jorge. Ethan Salas. Well, the nice thing about Jumbo, you're going to get more chrome autos out of Jumbo than you are out of Pro Debut. You will get more autos out of hobbies, but ugh. Homer Bush. Felix Hernandez, throwback. Colton Ledbetter, chrome. Yeah, I remember seeing Ryan pitch. I don't know if I ever saw Seaver pitch. I mean, live anyway. Ryan and Carlton, I did. Can't remember. Box number 4. Caden Wallace for Kansas City. For David. Brendo Maya Chrome. For the Cubbies, Matt Shaw. 161 of 175. Oh, that's nice. At least they give you something. I'm sure anybody who lives near there wants to have nothing to do with it. I know I'd be that way. Dylan Cruz Chrome. Like if I lived near Disney, I'd be like, ugh. Because you know, every time someone comes to visit, or you got, oh, yeah, I want to go to Disney. Okay. Again. And there's a Paul Skeens. They always follow each other. There's always a Cruz and then a Skeens Chrome back to back. Come on, give us a Skeens auto already. To 299, Jake Bloss. For the Astros. More topplers. Houston is David. 181 of 299. Make-A-Wish pass got him in front of the lines. We're able to bypass the lines. Oh, that's cool. So when I went to, I don't know if I ever told this story before or if I told it recently. If I did, I apologize. But so the last time I took my kid to Florida was we went to Universal Studios when he was 15. And my wife and my son are huge Harry Potter fans. We had actually been there when it very first opened, like the first season that the Harry Potter stuff opened, but it was only the one side and it wasn't fully done and this and that. So, you know, fast forward some years later, my wife and son wanted to see it, and so we went down and I took my nephew with us too. My nephew and my son are the same age; they're like best friends. So we were in the park, and I mean, like I said, they were like 15, 16 years old, so we barely saw them while we were there. They were out running around like idiots. Um, but he had said to me on the first day, like, they were waiting in forever in line and this and that. And I said, well, you know, you can get those like speed pass things, or, you know, it gets you to the front of the line. And he was like, oh, that would be cool if you could do that and this and that. And I was like, all right, I'll look into it. And I looked into it and it was like $800. I was like, are you out of your mind? Like, I was like, no, there's no way I'm spending that much money so you can get to the line, in front of the line faster. Wellman Francesa, numbered 103 of 199. I mean, it was like absurdly expensive. I think it was 800 if I remember per kid. So it would have been $1,600 for one day of this. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. So my wife and I, we were over in like the Harry Potter area in the new side. Or no, was it? Yeah, I think it was the new side. And there was like the new ride, whatever. I don't even know what it was, to be honest with you. Some indoor thing, you're in the castle, blah, 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 whatever. Now, I'm a big guy. I mean, I'm 6'4" and like 275, right? So we get in line, we wait. I go, okay, I'll go on this. I don't go on a lot of rides. I'm like, whatever. But my wife wanted to go on, and I'm like, sure. So we go to get on the ride, and my legs won't fit. Like they push the bar down on your legs, and it won't lock. Vargas. And I'm like, And I'm looking at a guy like two guys over from me who's like 390 pounds, but he's shorter. So he fits, you know? And they tried a bunch of times. And I was like, dude, just don't even sweat it. I'll get off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care if I ride this thing anyway. So I get off and I go to the other side. And my wife was in front of me. I was like, just go on a ride. I'll meet you out here when you're done, you know? And I start talking to the guy on the other side, and he's like, well, what happened? Why didn't you go? And I told him, I said, my legs don't fit. Like they were trying to push the bar down, but they just couldn't get the lock because I'm a big guy. And he started telling me, he's like, yeah, we have this problem all the time. He's like, we get these people who are really fat, but they're short and they fit. But guys like who are tall like you and big, like you just, you're just not built right for the ride, I was like, it's okay. Not the end of the world. And he's like, well, here, let me give you some of these, what are they? Fast pass, lightning passes, whatever they are. And I was like, excuse me. And he's like, here, I'll give you a couple of these, as an apology for not being able to ride the ride. I was like, oh, well, isn't that kind of you? And I played dumb, like, oh, what are these? And what they were they were actually coupons that you could use, like, not to go on any of them, but you went up and you used one to do that ride. He gave me like 10 of them. So I was like, wow, this is very kind of you and this and that. So, of course, I text my son, who, 5 minutes later appeared out of nowhere from the other side of the park. What'd you get, Dad? Like, well, I got these lightning pass things. You can use them. And they stole them and took them and ran away with them. And I was like, but I was thinking about it later. I was like, that dude gave me like $1,000 worth of those things. It's awesome. So I think in the end, it was worth not being able to ride the ride. I don't care about the ride anyway, Max Clark. Yeah, whatever, lightning pass, whatever they're called, fast pass, I don't know. But and I saw my son later that night at dinner. I was like, "Did they work?" He's like, "Oh hell yeah!" He's like, "We just walked right on," and he said half the time they didn't even ask us for the because they were basically like receipts almost. The guy gave me. He's like, they didn't even ask for them. We just stuck them back in our pocket and then used them again, and they used them for the rest of the trip. So I was like, all right, well, saved me a bunch of money. I wasn't gonna buy those damn things. That's also because they were like riding that because like I said, we were Universal and they just had opened that Jurassic Park roller coaster. Oh my god. Jackson Wiggins for the Cubs. And they were riding that thing over and over again. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere near that thing. That thing's a little too much for me anymore. Jonah Cox for the Giants. For Mark. And behind that, Jack Mahoney for the Rockies. Numbered 180 of 199 for Dana. All right, last couple packs. Noah Schultz. Now they're building another one down there, and my wife's like, "Oh, we're going." I'm like, "Okay." They're building this like Epics or something. It's called Universal, and they're gonna put another Harry Potter thing in it. And just, my wife's all over that. Maybe you can go with a boyfriend or something. Aiden Miller Road to the show. Last pack. Leonardo Bernal. All righty. That is gonna do it. I want to thank you for joining us this evening. As always, I could not do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Don't forget to check out the website, chefsportscards.com. Wait for a sec. Put a quick hit recap together. All righty. Hit recap for 2024 Topps Pro debut, third hobby case break. Number 10. Couple of notable chromes. We did have a Skeens and a Dylan Cruz. One per box X Fractors. Bernal, Floyd, Francesa, and Vargas for the Dodgers. Numbered parallels. Jack Mahoney for the Rockies to 199 and Matt Shaw to 175 for the Cubs. Devin Saltabon to 150. George Lombard rode to the show to 99. Greetings from Florida, Jonsuk Shim to 99. That is the Sebastian Walcott image variation for Texas. That's a very cool hit. Leonardo Bernal Mini Diamond Gold to 50. And Kiefer Lord Gold also to 50. Autographs. Base autos of Collier, La Verdad, Keegan, Emerson, Alderman, Hackenberg, Melendez, Wallace, and Cox. Numbered autographs. Jake Bloss to 299. Welbin Francesa to 199 and Jackson Wiggins to 199. Francesa again to 150 and Blake Mitchell to 150 and Dalton Rushing to 150. And the future Cornerstones on-card auto to 99 of Roman Anthony for Boston. All right, folks. Again, thanks so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. We'll be back in, what time did I do? 10:30 for that? I think so. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so with Bowman Chrome. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.